Hi and welcome back to my channel. Thanks so much for joining me here today. Today I'm going to be talking about my favorites from May and June, and I have a little bit of an interesting collection here today. Some are brand new products that I just discovered over these last couple of months, and I'm really excited to share them with you. And then a few of these products are products that I have had for years and years that I have just been loving for a very long time. And either I have just kind of rediscovered them as of late, or there are a couple of products that I just want to re-highlight for you, just to let you know that I have not forgotten about them. So I am actually going to jump into a few products here that are brand new to me. I'm going to start with some makeup items. A lot of times I start with skincare, but today I'm going to start with makeup because of all of these products. This product right here from Eadem is the top of all of these favorites. I am just so in love with this product. This is their Shoo Lip Softening Balm, and they reached out to me and asked if they could send this to me in PR, and I wasn't really sure if I was going to love this product so much or not. They call this a treatment balm, so it is a gentle peel, a lip mask, and a lip gloss all in one. So when a product is going to be doing all of those things, especially a lip product, I was a little bit confused by it. I wasn't too sure what it was going to feel like. The gentle peeling action comes from hibiscus enzymes and lactic acid. They consider it a mask because it has really heavy duty moisturizers like acai butter, as well as moringa oil. There's also hexapeptide in here. So it has really lovely ingredients in terms of being something that's going to act like a lip mask. And then it does have a really lovely sheen, so it gives you a beautiful effect of a lip gloss. So when I received this, I was really impressed by the packaging. I think it's very elegant looking. And then the lip gloss delivery system has this metallic tip that you can see where the lip gloss comes out. And you'll see it has been very well loved because I have been using this almost every single day because I do really love it so much. And then you just squeeze it out, of course, and then apply it. And I got the color Fig Sauce, which is a milky rosy brown. This is what I applied to my lips before filming. Obviously, I just reapplied a little bit. And I absolutely love this color. I feel like it's that Your Lips But Better, at least on my lips. It kind of has that nudie, brownie, slightly pinky rose color that I absolutely love. You could definitely apply this, or at least I can apply this without needing a mirror because it is that Your Lips But Better color. And the texture is absolute perfection in my opinion. It has a very pillowy texture, very balmy. It is not tacky or sticky in any way. It definitely feels like a balm, but it gives a slightly sheeny lip glossy finish, but it is not over the top. It's not like high sheen, ultra glassy type of texture. That's just not really my style. It's a little bit more on the subdued side. So for an everyday lip gloss balm type of product, this is just absolutely perfect. I am super in love with it. As far as it having that peeling action, that was what kind of confused me in the marketing. Now it's not like a scrub or anything like that. You don't get the feeling like the top layer of your lips are peeling off. So I haven't actually had any sensation of any type of exfoliation. So for me, if there is any exfoliating happening, it is very, very mild and gentle. I feel like it does soften my lips. It hasn't been drying my lips out in any way. So that's been my experience with the Eadem Shoo Lip Softening Balm, and Shoo in French means favorite. Now they have other colors. They have an earthy plum, they have a soft brown, a desert rose, and then they also have a clear and unscented version. So I will mention there is a slight scent to this. That was something I also had a little bit of a reservation around because I think on the website it says it's slightly flavored or scented, but it is very, very mild and has a very natural type of scent. It's not synthetic in any way. I mean, I can't say if it's a natural scent or natural flavor per se, but it doesn't smell or taste synthetic-y at all, and it dissipates super fast. So if you don't like scented lip products, I wouldn't worry about it too much because I really don't like scented products on my lips, and this has not bothered me at all. So anyway, huge hit for the Eadem Shoo Lip Softening Balm. I definitely want to get the clear one, the clear unscented one, so that I can use this at nighttime. So huge, huge hit for this. Another big hit for me, I did get the Lisa Eldridge. This is her new lip liner, Sculpt and Shade. I also have this on my lips today. I decided to get 1W. Now, the color shades are in warm, neutral, and cool. So the 1W is the lightest color, the lightest shade in the warm range. So I think there's like 1W, 2W, and 3W, and then corresponding in the like 1N, 2N, 3N, and then also I think there's a 1C for cool, 2C, and then 3C. So the 1W is Peachy Light Tan, and these are supposed to be blurring and matte. They are supposed to also be skin true natural tones. And I only have the one, like I said, I have the 1W, and I'll show this to you on my hand. And I am really glad I decided to get this lighter peachy natural tone in that warm spectrum, because I feel like this on my lips is actually quite neutral. I thought it was going to be a lot warmer than it actually is on my lips. And I'll go ahead and apply a little bit more around my lips. I don't know if this is going to be super helpful, but as I get closer here, you can see that I have lined my lips with this. And it works really well with the Eadem Softening Lip Balm. Like I said, I have this in Fig Sauce, which is a milky rosy brown. These two work really well together. I feel like they're very flattering together, and I feel like so many colors of lip gloss, lipstick, the lipstick balm hybrids that are so popular right now would work very well with this. So I'm really glad I got this because it's really easy to use. It's a little bit on the stiffer side. It's not super creamy, which is great in terms of longevity. So for me, this is a really nice lip liner to have in my collection. It's very different than the Merit one that I have, which I think was a limited edition. I don't know if Merit has come out yet with lip liners, but the limited edition one that I got in one of their holiday kits is very glossy, which I also really like to use. So I do like both kinds, but I do think these stiffer ones, like this one that Lisa Eldridge has come out with, is really nice to have in terms of longevity. And then continuing on with Lisa Eldridge, I did get her Seamless Glide Eye Pencil in Renaissance Gold. I had been wanting to try this for a very long time, but it had been sold out for quite a while. Finally came back in stock, so I finally got it, and this is what it looks like. And to compare with the length of the Victoria Beckham eyeliner, this is the difference. So you'll see that the Victoria Beckham is a little bit longer. This is the one that I have, and let's see, what color is this? I grabbed Cinnamon. Cinnamon is my newest Victoria Beckham pencil. I don't know as if I've sharpened this one yet. If I have, it's only been once or twice. So you'll see that the Victoria Beckham one is longer than the Lisa Eldridge, just for comparison's sake. So anyway, the Renaissance Gold is a blackened metallic gold with cool champagne pearl. It is what I have on my lashes today. All over my lids, I do have the Westman Atelier Peau de Pêche. That's what I have all over my lids. But close into my lashes here, I've lined it with the Lisa Eldridge eyeliner. But let's do a quick swatch so that you can see what Renaissance Gold looks like. I feel like it is just really, really beautiful. Since I have Cinnamon here, I'll go ahead and just compare that. Is Cinnamon from Victoria Beckham, just so that you can see for the comparison's sake if you've been interested in Cinnamon. So I also want to compare it to the Victoria Beckham in bronze, because I think that also makes a lot of sense to compare the Lisa Eldridge Renaissance Gold not only to the Cinnamon but to the Victoria Beckham in bronze. You'll notice this is a lot shorter because I use this so much. So let's do this comparison. So right in the middle is the Renaissance Gold from Lisa Eldridge. On top is the bronze from Victoria Beckham, and then Cinnamon from Victoria Beckham. So you'll actually see that Renaissance Gold is actually a lot cooler than either of the Victoria Beckham colors, which definitely makes a lot of sense because in the description, Lisa Eldridge says it's a blackened metallic gold with cool champagne pearl. You can definitely see that cool champagne pearl here in that swatch. But I do think that up against that warm wash of color from the Peau de Pêche that I put on, the Westman Atelier Peau de Pêche, I think that coolness kind of smudged out up against it works really well. And I've really been enjoying using the Lisa Eldridge eyeliner all by itself. So most makeup days, I'm not doing a wash of color all over my whole eyelid. I will just use a pencil like this and line it close to my lash line, on the upper lash line and the bottom lash line, and then just kind of smudge it out. And I really have been enjoying having Renaissance Gold. I feel like it's been working really well with my eye color, and it's really easy to play with. It's very similar to the Victoria Beckham eyeliner. It has that playtime built into it, so it's very smooth. It glides on smoothly, so you can smudge it out if you want to, and then once it's set down, I feel like it lasts for a very long time. It's made to use in the waterline, so overall, I have really been enjoying the Lisa Eldridge eyeliner. If you are a fan of the Victoria Beckham eyeliner, then I think you would really like it. In terms of the other colors, there was no other color that was intriguing to me, only the Renaissance Gold, so I'd been holding out for the Renaissance Gold, and I'm super happy that I got it. Just to talk about skincare a little bit, an old favorite of mine that has come back into my skincare routine is the Honua Pa'akai Cleansing Cream. I've talked about this so many times. This has been on many favorite lists. I've talked about it in skincare routines that I've spoken about in the past, but I haven't had it for, I don't know if it's been like a year or two. So like I said, I've just been integrating this back into my skincare routine. Absolutely love this. It has a gorgeous scent of rose because it has, I think not only does it have rose hydrosol, but I think maybe it has a little bit of rose essential oil. I'm not 100% sure on the rose essential oil, but it definitely has rose hydrosol. It also contains wild harvested seaweed extract and hibiscus, and it's just a gorgeous cleansing cream. And it's one of those cleansing creams that you can put on your face either wet or dry. I really love having it in the shower, so when my face is already wet, this is something that I can reach for when I have a wet face, so it's super convenient in that way. A lot of the cleansing balms that I have and oil cleansers, you know, your face already has to be dry, which isn't a big deal. You know, if I'm in the shower, I just pat it dry with the towel that I have hanging there, but it's just a little extra step that I have to take in order to cleanse my face with an oil cleanser. So this one's kind of nice. So if my face is already wet, I can just put this on and it's not a big deal. And I also like it because even though it's a cream cleanser, it slightly emulsifies. I mean, it doesn't turn into a foaming cleanser by any means, but it just has this slight little lather that I really enjoy. So if you've never tried this out, or you used to use it and you would like to rediscover it like I have, I've just really been enjoying this one a lot. Quick mention, I'm not gonna linger on this one too much because this is sold out, but this has been a huge favorite of mine over these last many weeks. This is the Live Botanical Neroli Hydro Mist. This was part of Carolyn's most recent seasonal drop, and of course it sold out super fast because usually her limited edition Hydro Mist usually do. Absolutely stunning. I'm so happy for any of you who got your hands on this. It's just absolutely gorgeous. It just smells like summer at the beach. It's beautiful. Now, since I cannot direct you to getting this, even the little minis are all sold out, I'm going to talk about another huge favorite mist of mine, which is an old favorite of mine. Like the Pa'akai, this has been on so many favorite lists of mine. This is the Nini Organics Rain Mist. Now, this is so beautiful, and I love it so much because it has the, what is this called? The butterfly pea flower extract. I believe that's what gives it the beautiful color that it has. It also has lactic acid in it in, I think, a very low concentration, but you know, lactic acid is such a beautiful chemical exfoliant that is also very gentle and very hydrating. So this is one that I just love to reach for. And this is one that I hadn't had in my rotation for, I don't know, several months for sure, maybe like 6 to 8 months I'd been out of this. So happy to have this back in my mist rotation. Love reaching for it. I haven't had it for too long and I've already used quite a bit of it. So happy to have this. So definite favorite from May and June. Another one that I want to talk about that has been, I don't know, I've been using this for years now and I still absolutely love it. Haven't spoken about it for a while. So just want to give a little shout out to the Lilfox Dewy Bean Dream, that this is still a huge favorite of mine and I've really been appreciating it over these last couple months. Now this is one that I use at the nighttime, and because it's called the Dewy Bean Dream, I think the dream is suggestive that it's supposed to be used at nighttime. This is a kind of a gel-like serum that has mothbean in it, and it also has glycolic acid, lactic acid, as well as niacinamide. It is just a superb serum that I like to use, of course, after I cleanse, and then I use a mist or an essence. Then I will put this on top of all of that, and then I will put either a cream or a balm on top of it. And then when I wake up in the morning, my skin is just so soft and also does feel very hydrated. And I think it's because of the lactic acid in here, as well as, of course, other beautiful humectants that are in here. But I do think the lactic acid does help provide such beautiful hydration. So this is on the expensive side, but I feel like a bottle of this lasts me a year. I only use it, let's see, I use it pretty much like every fourth night. So I will try to find the video where I talk about kind of like my skin cycling situation, which I pretty much am still doing. I usually do this, and then like the first night I'll do something like this, which is pretty much this. And then I will use a retinol or a retinoid. And then 2 nights I will just do very gentle skincare, which doesn't have any actives in it. And then I go back to night 1, which I will again use the Dewy Bean Dream. So if I'm using this about once, maybe twice a week, I swear this lasts me for about a year. I only need a pump, maybe 2 pumps for my whole entire face. So it is expensive, it is an investment, but overall I think it's a great value. And then finally, in terms of skincare, like I said, I love using the Dewy Bean Dream, and then I will put a cream on top. And this product too is on the expensive side, but I just have to say I love it so much, and it is a favorite, overall, but one that I've been really, really loving over these last 2 months. And this is the Furtuna, let's see, let me get the exact name right, the Furtuna Nightly Renewal Cream. This is just so gorgeous. Whenever I mention this, I tell you guys that the texture is just undescribable to me. But before I start gushing about the texture of it, which I obviously am so in love with, I do want to talk about the ingredients. So there is bakuchiol in here, which I personally really like. There are ceramides in here. There's organic olive leaf water and organic olive fruit oil. And I know sometimes people think that, olive oil is kind of a basic ingredient, but their olive leaf oil and their olive fruit oil is very, very special. And I'm not going to go into it too much here, but this is a brand that is based in Sicily. They have an organic Sicilian farm, which has been in the family for, I don't know exactly how many years. I don't know if I can say hundreds of years, but it's been in the family for many, many years. Decades, if not hundreds of years. And they have very special olive trees that are specific to their land. And so the olive oil and the olive leaf water that they produce on their farm is very, very rich in antioxidants. So it's not just like any old olive oil that you're going to be able to get off the counter at your grocery store. So it is very, very special, loaded with antioxidants. So very, very high quality olive leaf water that they are using in their products, as well as the organic olive fruit oil. They also have what's called triple enzyme technology, which I am just going to read to you off of the website because it was just too much for me to take notes and sort of read off of my notes. So they have 3 rejuvenating enzymes from the miracle green microalgae, Hematococcus pluvialis, and Chlorella vulgaris were optimally combined to create the formula's high-performance triple enzyme technology. So these supercharged enzymes, so UVDE, OGG1, and TRX, are self-starters that don't require light energy to activate, making them ideal for night. They work swiftly while you sleep to visibly repair and reset skin for a rested appearance by morning. The marine technology reduces the look of wrinkles as it boosts moisture and firmness for improved radiance and resilience. There are also 12 organic wild foraged plants, and these wild foraged plants, I believe, do all come from their farm in Sicily. Just a few are wild organic fennel seed, wild organic nettle leaf, wild organic chicory root, wild organic mallow leaf, wild organic poppy flower, white nettle. So as you can see, there's just really beautiful ingredients in here. And then, as I've said many, many times, the texture of this cream is just absolute heaven. I've spoken about so many creams before, and there are so many that I absolutely love and enjoy. The Yina Hydro Cloud is one that comes to mind right away that I absolutely love and feel like is incredibly dreamy. But there is just something really, I hate to use this word because I know it gets overused so much, but it really is magical. There's something just very bouncy, pillowy. It just feels luxurious, yet it's very light. It's not super occlusive in any way. It just feels really, really beautiful going on. But it just feels like a cream. You know, it's not a balm or anything, but yet when I wake up in the morning, I can still feel the cream on my skin. It's really incredible. I really don't know how to describe it, but it's just my favorite night cream. I absolutely love it. I could use it during the day, but I save it for the nighttime. And the cap, as I've mentioned this to you before, it is magnetized, so it comes with this metal spatula. So it just magnetizes right to the top. So I typically don't put my fingers in here. I almost always use the spatula. And I just absolutely love it. So as I mentioned, this is a very costly brand. I feel like it is very worth it. I say this all the time. If you have the time, if you're curious about Furtuna, I would definitely go check out the website. They are very invested in regenerative farming, giving back to the economy of Sicily. It's a really lovely brand. And I do have a code with them, which is Trish20. So you can get 20% off of your purchase, site-wide, which does help take a little bit of the edge off if you're going to make a purchase with them. And then I think I said this was the last thing in skincare, but I do have one more to talk about. This is a new drop from Bloomeffects. This is their Shield Go SPF 50. This obviously is great for travel, and I have really been enjoying it. I love these stick SPFs for what I just said, being on the go for travel. What I like to use this for is I don't think you want to be using this for your first application of sunscreen for the day. You definitely want to be using something like the Elta MD, or the Bloomeffects also has a daily sunscreen that you can use, which is in a cream format, which I also really do like. And then this for me, I use for touch-ups. So I've mentioned this many, many times. I am prone to melasma right above my lip, and I'll just show you what I do is later in the day, I can just rub this right above my lip and then just kind of dab it a little bit, and it does not disrupt my makeup at all. And you can see there's no white cast, and it says that it gives a glowy, non-sticky finish, but I don't really feel like it's too hyper glowy at all. Like for me, I can do this without a mirror or anything. And you can see I got a little bit of the gloss on here, which I'm just gonna wipe off real quick. But other than that, it didn't really disrupt my makeup at all, I don't think, and it's just really easy to use. You could also put it like on the high points here. Like for me, this is another spot where I tend to get some melasma. And so you could just do it right there. You could do it on your nose. Of course, you can just put it all over your face. And hopefully you already have SPF all over your face. You can use this to touch up. I also, have sunspots here. I like to put sunscreen right here, especially when I'm driving. So anyway, I just think it's a great, convenient way to apply sunscreen on the go. So huge favorite of mine. I've been using this almost every day since they sent it to me. So huge thanks to Bloomeffects for sending this my way, because it is just one of my favorite modalities for applying sunscreen. I also do want to mention this is 100% mineral, non-nano zinc. It does have 80 minutes worth of water resistance, so that's also good to know. And then just in terms of ingredients, there's jojoba seed oil, grapeseed oil, shea butter, and then of course they do have their proprietary Dutch tulip complex in here, which is rich in antioxidants, natural moisturizing factors, as well as amino acids. And then just also I do have a code as well with Bloomeffects, which is Trish. Oh, it's just Trish, and that will get you 20% off over at Bloomeffects. And then if you saw my last video, I did a whole demonstration and review of the Newa device. This is a radio frequency device that is going to help reduce wrinkles. It's going to help boost collagen production, as well as improve skin firmness. And I have been using this 4 times a week for the last month. And the recommendation when you're doing your first treatment month is to do it 4 to 5 times a week. And I've been doing it 4 times a week. So I do it on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. And there's only been 1 week where I've missed a day. So there was 1 week where I went out of town. So I only did it 3 times in that 1 week, but I've been very consistent with it. So I'm almost ready to move to the maintenance phase, which is just twice a week. But I've actually been really enjoying using this. I find them to be relatively relaxing. I kind of like taking that time. Well, let me just jump back. The treatments that I've been doing last 18 minutes, and I do enjoy the massage and just taking that time. You know, I'll just put on a podcast and just kind of like zone out and just give myself a facial massage with this, with the added benefit of the radio frequency. I mentioned in that video that kind of towards the end, I think I used the word that like my arm starts to get exhausted. That was a little bit of a hyperbolic statement. It's not like my arm gets exhausted, but I do find that towards the very, very end, my arm is just a little bit tired. I'm ready for it to be over. So I'm not going to do another 4.5 minute section on my face. So what I mentioned in that video was like you do 5 sections, you do 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you can do under your chin. And I've just been skipping doing a dedicated under the chin because I feel like after 18 minutes, I'm definitely ready to be done. But it's not like I'm exhausted. I wish I hadn't said the word exhausted in that video. I'm just a little tired and ready for it to be done. But overall, I've been enjoying that 15 to 18 minutes worth of just facial massage with this device because these little ridges right here, the metal ridges, actually feel pretty good. And I like the warmth that this delivers. So anyway, this has been a favorite of mine. I'll send you over to that video if you're really curious about it, but I just wanted to mention to you all that I really, really have been enjoying this. And in terms of effects, I think I'm going to notice more long-term effects as the months go because that's how it works with collagen production. But I do feel like I have noticed a little bit more plumpness. I do have some fine lines right here, and I'm not talking about the jowls or the marionette lines that I'm trying to work on, but just some fine lines right here, sort of a little bit of crepiness. Feels like it's gotten a little bit plumper. So I do feel like it has helped with my skin looking a little bit, like I said, just like firmer, a little bit plumper. So far so good with the Newa RF device. And then also just wanted to give a shout out to the Salt and Stone hand cream in the Santal and Vetiver. This is a really lovely hand cream. I really enjoy the scent of it. I have it on my hand today. It's just a very lovely kind of mild sandalwood type scent with just a hint of vetiver, not too strong on the vetiver, but I just wanted to mention that because in my last video, I did mention how much I am enjoying the Salt and Stone Santal and Vetiver bath wash or body wash. Still am really, really loving this. I think it's amazing. If you want to hear more about that, just go pop over and watch my favorites from, let's see, March and April. But I love this so much that I decided to get the hand cream. And what I've been doing is I will use it as a hand cream every now and then, but what I've been tending to do is just put a little bit of a squeeze of this hand cream into my unscented lotion and then put it all over my body to just kind of get that nice sort of lovely subtle hint of sandalwood into my body lotion routine. So I've really been enjoying this. I think this is a lovely, lovely scent if you enjoy sandalwood. And if you're a Santal 33 lover from Le Labo, then you might want to check this out. I actually feel like I enjoy this a little bit more so than the Santal 33. I think the hint of vetiver in here kind of gives it a little bit more of a uniqueness. And yeah, I think it's really lovely. So that does it actually for my favorites from May and June. I hope you enjoyed them. If there's anything that you guys have been really loving, please do let me know down below. Of course, I always love to hear from you all. And I appreciate you watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.